A South LA teen is shot dead by sheriff's deputies. The department says he was a known gang member with a gun. People in the neighborhood tell a completely different story. CBS 2's Dave Lopez is live with both sides of the story. Dave.
Pat, about the only thing that the people who were there and the deputies agree on is that this 16-year-old was shot and killed by deputies. Now, as you just said, the deputy said he had a gun and that he was apparently going for it when he was shot. People who know him and people who said they were there tell a much different version, that he didn't have a gun, he didn't even have a shirt on.
The deputy saw a gun when the shooting occurred, and then with the 30 to 40 people that came out of the apartment complex, they were trying to maintain security of that, and they believe that at some point somebody reached in and may have taken the gun.
And detectives say that's why a gun wasn't found at the scene. The scene last night, just outside the apartment unit in the 1200 block of 107th Street, where deputies were involved in a shooting. Dead, a 16-year-old, identified by friends and the coroner's office as A.J. Weber. Everyone in this neighborhood calls him AJ.
Yeah, I heard him say freeze, yeah.
The cop said freeze.
They say freeze,
And then what AJ do then?
He just turned. He turned right. He didn't know cops was in there.
He told me his name is Terry. He said he and AJ had just watched the Super Bowl. AJ, he said, didn't have on a shirt. They were smoking on the sidewalk when AJ said, I'm a little cold. I'm going to go to the apartment just up the street and get my sweatshirt.
If I take my shirt off right here, could you see something concealed? Nah, you can't. There's no way in hell. Yeah, he had no shirt on.
And Terry insisted AJ did not have a gun. And he said without a shirt on, there's no way he could even hide a gun.
He had no shirt on, so you could clearly see his waist.
Is he a good kid?
I mean, he had a juvenile background, but it wasn't bad. Like, he's been off probation for a year. He's been doing good. He has a little girl.
The subject, who we can't identify due to his age, is known as a local gang member in the area.
A picture of AJ with his daughter is at the memorial, the scene where he died. All of this, the candles, the whiskey bottles, the loud music, that's all a tribute to AJ. I am told that he ran into somewhere in this area. The deputies were already here. Now, someone says one of the deputies yelled out, freeze. This is their story. AJ then turned without a shirt, and as he turned, that's when they opened fire. That's how one man describes what he heard. As for being shirtless,
I can tell you it's not true. He did have a shirt on, and it was cut away by medical aid that was being rendered to him.
now, detectives say they were in that area in the first place because of a 911 call from a man in a car who said that someone pointed a gun at him. At 6 o'clock, you'll hear a portion of that 911 call. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks.